Hello and welcome back to the Kerbal Space program. My name is WWEdeadman, but you already know that, and I did actually build a moonship as well in the last, or after the last episode. And I think we're actually gonna fly the Minmus tester first, though. And once we have that in orbit, or to be more exact, on a trajectory out to Minmus, we're gonna launch the moon ship in the meanwhile. Yeah, so we don't have any Kerbals on board since this is a unmanned probe. We have everything in the means of batteries, solar panels, and everything. Everything starts in the correct order, so we can launch. And we're essentially going to fly this out to Minmus, pass over Minmus with our apoapsis, or before we go into orbit, that's the periapsis. And I'm sorry, I should have probably disabled the launch effects on these. That looks really weird. I'm sorry. SAS on throttle to 2/3, maybe? Don't know. Yeah, I guess. 3, 2, 1, go. Looks good. Okay. So anyway, we don't want surface, we want orbital information. We're gonna have our Minmus encounter in a height that is required by the higher one of the two things. That would be this one. Okay, that one. We want that to fire as soon as we have reached orbit around Minmus, and we want these two to fire, yeah, as soon as we have the periapsis around Minmus, which is going to be quite low actually. And once we pass that periapsis and we have done the test, I want to just straight burn back out and get a return trajectory. Let's see if that works out in the way I want it to work out. Also, we're gonna stage right now. That worked surprisingly well. Throttle up. This is surprisingly stable for being such a huge rocket. But as you see, this thing weighs a whole fucking lot, and we really need this amount of thrust to get over to Minmus. Or at least I think we will. Okay, 9,000. Start turning. Slightly over. In the direction of the horizon. To the east. And make sure that we are actually at a reasonable angle before decoupling these engines. And we actually have time to arrest the wobbling a little bit. Okay. That's good. That's fine. We're still rising. That was pretty much the perfect timing for that decoupling too. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, apoapsis at 41 already. By the way, for the return, I'm not really gonna try to aim for KSC much. If we happen to come down near KSC, that's fine. If we don't, that's fine as well. We have the money to spend. I just really want to get it back, because wasting that amount of money completely, kinda not my thing. I mean, we're still, what, 5.1 million funds? That's actually pretty fucking much. Turn over a bit more. I think we can almost burn at the horizon now, because we have a periapsis that is in space, practically. And I don't really fear our apoapsis actually getting closer to us with the time. Quite the opposite, actually. I'd have more of a problem if our apoapsis would keep on going away from us, because that would be very inefficient. Okay. I might just cut my engines here and fast forward a little bit till we are at apoapsis. 4 times time warp. Let's do the time warp again. Okay. Outdated references, check. And now we can go back to here, cinematic mode, because I really don't like burning on the map mode. It looks so fucking awful. Okay, stage. Get us into orbit, mainsail. Which also means that the actual launch stage is going back to Kerbal, which is nice. We don't leave space debris that way. I want to burn down a little bit towards the planet to get our apoapsis down and our periapsis up. Okay, we are at the moment where burning down actually still brings our apoapsis up, while also bringing our periapsis up. That's pretty awful. Okay. And anyway, we are in orbit. Let's get a course going to Minmus here. Okay, course to Minmus is set. We're gonna get there in 2 hours. That's actually enough time to launch the other vessels. So we have our solar panels out. Everything is fine. We just need to get to Minmus, get into an orbit, try to stage these two. I think we should be able to easily get into orbit and back out of it with this engine. So I'm probably even not going to detach this. That's going to be one of my concerns when I come back here. But till then, we have Kerbal alarm clock to let out to that for us. And we are going to launch the moon ship. Which is a pretty small vehicle comparatively. Where is my moon tester? Moon tester Mark 1. Load. Yeah, so this looks like a miniature version of the space launch system in general. With just one mainsail down here, 2 boosters on the side, skipper in here as a transfer and maneuvering engine for orbiting around Kerbal, and this thing is going to go to the moon, get this in the escape trajectory when we come in, and get this while in orbit, and then deorbit and crash into the moon, not leaving any traces of ever being there, hopefully. So yeah, this is way too cheap to actually get it back. That's bullshit. So launch. Okay, SAS on. Probably 1/3 thrust is completely enough. And yeah, bring this up. Do we have the engine that we need to test in low Kerbal orbit? No, we don't. Good. We only really have the things that we have for the moon. And 3, 2, 1, launch. Holy shit! You see that decoupling force? Yeah, I think I can even thrust back a little bit more. Don't know what happened there. But we kind of got set into an eastward direction for no reason. Okay. Yeah. I think I can really thrust down a little bit more, even. I think I can almost say we go only on the boosters, but I do want the gimbling of the mainsail. For obvious stability reasons, and now we have to thrust up anyway since we're gonna lose the boosters right about now. Goodbye. Watch out for falling debris. That's why the Vehicle Assembly Center is actually not that close to the real-life KSC launch site. As in, not Kerbal, but Kennedy Space Center. NASA's real-life equivalent. The VAB actually looks pretty much the same as in KSP. Believe it or not, that was actually the model for that. In a way. This should easily have enough delta V for the required maneuvering. So, and boom. I think I broke the staging. You're the next thing to start. Cause that is, I think that, yeah. I wanna kinda have that happen first, thank you. Then that one, yeah. 97 is probably a little bit high for an apoapsis around Kerbin. Let's cruise up. And thrust in the general direction of the ground. So we get a nice orbit instead of this eccentric piece of shit. Okay, that's looking way better. Get that up above. Oops, 70. Get my solar panels out. We are in a stable orbit. Everything should be fine. At least until we start decoupling stuff. Also, where's the moon? There. So if we set that as a target and burn about here, that should be right. Right? Right. More like that. $216. That would be perfect. I think I overdid it a bit. We are on a crash course. But that's good. So we actually don't leave any space debris. We're gonna stage the stage there, I think. So the Minmus tester is actually there in 2 hours, 4 minutes. So jump to that ship and do a little bit of time acceleration. As we say goodbye to Kerbal for a while. And hello to Minmus right about now. Delete and close alarm on pause. 2, 1, boom. That's the moon tester. What the fuck? Why does the Minmus tester have a moon encounter? And why does that catapult me out of the system? Okay. We obviously have a problem here. Maneuvering. Where the fuck's my maneuver note there? Okay. Literally don't thrust. And just wait for the encounter to happen. Gonna F5 right here just in case. There we go. That's a much better encounter. Yeah, Moon Tester is actually gonna come into the sphere of influence before Minmus Tester gets out, so let's go back to the Moon Tester. That was weird. I guess I didn't realize that I actually had set up the Minmus Tester for a trajectory to the moon. But yeah. 1 hour more. Come on. Close the alarm and I'll pause. 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. That is a crash course at the moment. So how much fuel do we have left in this? Actually way too much, so I guess we shouldn't have a problem. First of all, where's the moon stuff? Moon escape trajectory test structural pylon. I think this should probably work. I'm gonna have 5 just in case this fucks up. So I'm gonna do this. This did work, okay. Then I'm gonna do this. And see that this is still on a... Okay, crash course. Where did I need to... Moon orbit 44 to 49. Okay, that means we need a periapsis of around 44. 36. Okay, I just want to actually know the general direction I need to burn. General direction. And then we're gonna watch our periapsis instead. 44 200 should be a perfect height. 45 300. Okay, that should be a perfect thing. We just need to set up a maneuver to go into orbit right at the periapsis. This should be fine. That's in 1 hour 14. And I think we can, for the meantime, switch back to a Minmus tester to leave Moon's sphere of influence. So, yeah. That should be fine. 28 minutes. And slow down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. Thank you. Minmus encounter at 500 meters above. That's in 6 days. So I guess we're gonna do all of the moon stuff. Until then, jump to that ship. And fast forward to the moon. Fast forward to the moon. Da 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 da. I actually like how the moon looks. Coming closer like this. Okay, we've got 1 minute to burn right here. Close alarm and pause. And I think I'm safe just burning retrograde here. And getting an orbit going. Okay. That means we should be in a moon orbit at the right altitude. Okay. And this should work. Yep. And now we just need to deorbit this thing and have no problem. So the only thing that really gets to stay in orbit as debris is the thing, the 2 decouplers. Okay. That's on the crash course. We can delete... Oh, that automatically deleted. That is good. Yeah, well, we can actually watch this impact. Is that the Minmus thing? Oh, wait. The only thing that's in any close... Yeah. Holy shit. That is actually the Minmus thing. If that's the direction we're going... Then that is our debris. That is the base. That's the I think. That's actually our Muna satellite. That thing. But hey. We don't have any more use for you, so you can go and crash into the ground on the moon without any real problems. There's the ground scatter. And impact in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1.5. There we go. Goodbye. You were nice. So, we now wanna go over to our Minmus Mark 1 Minmus tester. Close that. Jump to ship. And get away from the moon and into Minmus' sphere of influence. Multiple days ahead. Okay. Now we need to test something. Where we are on. Okay. At least 61/100 is the highest we can be. Okay. Delete on close alignment on pause. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then I just want to know which direction this is. Okay. Where is that on my nav ball? Hello, nav ball. You are free to give me my node. I was on the complete wrong end. That's usual. Okay. Okay. Get that out of my way and get our periapsis to between 56,600 and 61, so at about 60. $300. And I think, seeing that, I'm gonna activate fine controls. And boom. Still too much. And I'm really just tapping the thing. Okay. So around 60 somewhere, come on. 6,800, that is actually perfect. Now we just need to go here and get into an orbit. Okay. Hello, Minmus. Close the alarm and unpause. And turn retrograde. Wait till we are about 5 seconds ahead, since this is an 11-second burn. So here. Okay. This is definitely an orbit around Minmus. We can activate this. Nice. Okay, and the others are at 5,700 to 8,900, so we want our periapsis to go to around 1,700. Oh, you are not supposed to fire, my friend. Shut down engine. $1,500, that's okay. Yeah, that's in there. Okay, then let's get down towards that. Actually, let me set a alarm for that by setting a maneuver node right here. And then fast forward. Close the alarm and unpause. And we should be at the right altitude. Go. And then we can, if it lets me right click, shut down the engines. Hey, why didn't you run test? God damn it. Why didn't that work? That would have been awful. In any way. We don't need that. And we probably don't need that either, so... if we just... How does that look? If we just burn out right about here. There we go. That's an impact on Kerbal. So, again, 2 hours of fast forwarding. I have... I'm just not good at talking today again, as always. Close alignment on pause. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change. Thank you. Then I want... we're gonna come down pretty much on the ocean here, which is not nice. So get in our solar panels. We should have enough. Yeah, we should have enough there for the fall down. And fast forward till atmosphere. Okay, what's that we're coming in on? Where is that on Kerbal? I do not recognize this place. I think that's the direction the Badlands are in. Which means we're pretty much on the other side of the planet in relation to KSC. Surface information. Okay, we are actually still over water, which is nice. And I'm going to hit the parachutes. Going to disable SAS. And I hope we're going to... Oh god. That is definitely land we're landing on. And it looks pretty sloped. We might not survive the landing. Too bad. Yeah, that's pretty much the mountain area here. What the hell is that? What am I landing on? What is that? Okay, turn the SAS back on. Is that a stone or something? Is that just a rock? Is that just ground scatter? Looks like it. Thrust limit that down. And make sure we don't impact too hard. Oh god. God damn it! Well, we've got a mainsail back. That's the one time I would have wanted to come down on water. Okay, we actually made a profit in that. We are almost at 7 million. We have still flag on Duna, rescue, orbit, Eve, Gilly, Jool. Yeah, we're gonna do the rescue Janvis Kerman from Kerbal thing in a SSTO plane. that I'm gonna build in the next episode. As well as this thing, we're gonna just strap that onto the plane, since that's the radial engine. And yeah. Even Gilly, that correction burn is coming up in 54 days, so we're pretty much sure to get that. Also, I'm gonna just collect the rest of my debris that just landed there. And actually, let's look at our unknown objects here. Oh, that looks awesome. They spawn at completely different locations with the mod that actually is used for the Jool ring asteroids in better atmospheres. I think it's called custom asteroids. Yeah, that should be it. In any way, our Kerbal is going to be rescued in the next episode. That's the next mission we're going to go after. Another Kerbal that's going to be rescued is, of course, the Kerbal that's still on the moon. We're probably gonna do that in the next episode as well. Together with that thing. Jebediah Kerman's junkyard and spacecraft parts. I'm actually gonna send my first Moonlander, probably a little bit updated, with Jebediah in it, since this is Jeb's parts. Yeah. Space around Ike, space around Kerbin, that's free. We're gonna take that. Landed at Kerbin is free. We're gonna take that. Suborbital trajectory, no. Separator landed at Kerbin. At Duna. Okay. I think we can do that with our Duna mission. So with the manned landing. So I think we're gonna take that as well. But also we're going to buy more science. Probably. Yeah. Buy more science here. I like that. All the science unlocked. Also, the quantum strut is now available. Yeah, and we have 182 left there. Good. I'll see you in the next episode for this, for all of this. Till then, like and favorite if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more, and until next time, I'm WWEdeadman. Bye.